Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly
I mean, how can that voice not give you chills? He is the singer of the national anthem at our Vegas Golden Knights games, and he is joining us this morning ahead of a big game tonight. Carnell, Jonathan Golden Knights is here.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, it's so good to have you here. We've been wanting you to come on the show for such a long time, Carnell. I just feel like you're a fabric of the Golden Knights and what they stand for. And I got to tell you, there's been a few games I've gone to where you were not there for various reasons, and I'm like, what? Where is Carnell? What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, just like everybody has their sick days and their vacation days. Every now and then I take one, and it's not many. It's only usually maximum 3 games a season.
That voice your voice is amazing. What are you drinking right now? What goes into preparing to sing the national anthem on game day?
Well, right now I'm drinking coffee so that I could wake up to get here this morning. But on a day like today, honestly, I shouldn't say a lot of talking, but you got to find that good medium ground. It's just like a muscle, you warm up before you do the exercise. So I warm up my voice by talking to people. Sometimes I use a little fisherman's friends with little throat lozenges, and then just warm-ups, vocal warm-ups right before I go on.
Let's go back a little. I want to know more about your background, Carnell. You're born and raised Las Vegas, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where did you go to school?
I went to Green Valley High School, and I also went to UNLV, graduated from both of those.
And what did you major in at UNLV?
UNLV was music education with an emphasis in vocals. So I was classically trained in opera.
Classically trained in opera. Like, when did you realize that you actually had a pretty good voice? Was there a moment that you're like, wait a second, maybe this should be something I look into?
I guess ever since I was a kid, there are cassette tapes. Ask people what those are today. Of me singing along with my mom to like old Cyndi Lauper tunes and Wham, and it really came from my parents, and then it just kind of grew into a musical love. And then in middle school, I did band. First year, and then the last 2 years I switched to choir, and then when I got to Green Valley, I just went all out in choir.
Go ahead, Jason.
So how did the whole venture with the Vegas Golden Knights begin? Did you audition for it? Were there the people in the beginning that were singing it? Were you the guy from day one?
Not from day one, but from the first season. There was a big cattle call at the beginning with just singing in video submissions, and then they picked like a little over 600 people to do live auditions, and then from then it was 41 people for the games, and I just got called for one of the games. It was only supposed to be a one and done, but it turned into more.
Yeah, I think that the Vegas Golden Knights and the fans just fell in love with you, because not just because you're incredibly talented, but I feel like you, I don't know, just represented us, and listening to you, it's just, it truly will bring a tear to your eye when you hear you sing. When you do the national anthem, because I have to believe, and you've done musicals and you've done it all. Is the national anthem one of the hardest songs to sing out there?
It is actually deceptively hard. A lot of people don't realize the range that you have to have for it. And honestly, the melody isn't even its own. The song is actually an old English drinking song called "To Anachronon in Heaven." And if you look it up and you start listening to it, you're like, oh my gosh, it's a national anthem. But I can't remember. My mind is drawing blank. I'm still trying to wake up. But he took the lyrics, set it to that song, and I don't know why he chose that one, but it's in our folklore now.
Your rendition, the way you sing it, is just beautiful. It's truly beautiful. What do you think of people when they do the national anthem and they put their own spin to it?
It's hard to quantify in any sort of positive or negative light, because there are a lot of songs out there that people do put their own spin to it, and I think it sounds amazing. There are tons of covers out there, and some of them, in my opinion, sound better than the original, and some people, somebody else might have another opinion, which is fine. That being said, I think with a song like the national anthem or any country's anthem, it's tricky to deviate from the original because people are so used to hearing one thing, and a lot of people having that pride in their country want to sing along with it. So it behooves you to perform it like it's written. But I don't have per se any issues with it. Now, there are some out there that can, little left to the imagination. But no, inherently, I don't have any big issue with it.
We're talking to Golden Pipes, Carnell Johnson. You see him at the beginning of our Vegas Golden Knights game singing the national anthem. I do feel like you do have a bit of your own spin to your version of the national anthem, and that comes right after gave proof through the, and then you stop. Did that happen naturally when everyone shouts out night? Did you originally sing the word night and then you realize, wait, everyone's gonna be screaming, I'm gonna be quiet on this one word?
That you hit it right on the head there. I knew everyone was gonna yell. Before I got there, I was forewarned that, hey, just so you know, everyone screams this word, so don't let it throw you off. And so I figure, well, no, why not take a breath there? Because as singers, we all got to breathe. So let me just pause for a second, let them do it. And I was told, and I don't know if there's any way to go back and figure this out. I was told I was the first one to do that. And if that was the case, they said that's what kind of solidified you as the anthem singer for the Knights.
I have, in case people have been in the game, this is what it sounds like when you're singing it. So loud.
Now, when other teams come in and they shout out red or whatever, do you purposely try to sing that word louder so you can drown them out?
Yeah, actually. That short answer.
Or stars.
There's Calgary is C. There are definitely some teams. I know their little quips, and so I try to sing over it just a little bit.
Your night tonight and your night at the game, just like you're done the national anthem, will you stay for the game? You sit there and watch the entire game, or do you have other stuff that you have to? I'm assuming you're stay tonight, but you really stay and watch the games?
Yeah, typically, it's a lot for the year, 41 games a year, and I have a day job. I have other jobs. I'm a single dad, so sometimes I'll sing. I might stay for a period and then leave. Sometimes I'll sing and just leave, and then sometimes I'll stay for the entire game. But you're right, definitely today is the entire game.
Do you have any interactions with the players? And is there one that stands out in your mind? If you have, that was kind of cool.
Actually, well, I mean, when we're there, they're all business. So they are very, very, very hands off. Nobody can talk to them minus, the coaches, equipment staff, anybody that they need to directly be in contact with. So all of us on the entertainment side don't really get to interact with them. Now, that being said, during the All-Star game last year, when I was waiting in the tunnel to come sing before the skills competition, I got to see like Mark Stone and everything, and they kind of give you like a smile and a heads up, and they're like, "Oh, he's here." That's kind of cool. So
that's
that was nice.
Awesome. Well, you are so talented, Carnell. I always hope to see you when we go to the games. There was that one game where I saw you in the tunnel and you literally came up to my seat to say hi.
Oh, yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah.
But Las Vegas loves you. And I love when you're featured on a national stage like you will be tonight. And you make us so proud. Congratulations on all your success. And we can't wait to see you tonight.
Oh, thank you so much, you guys. And thank you for having me this morning.
All right, let's take on 694.1.